In timely fashion, a new book celebrating 200 years of renowned and under-the-radar designers is set to dazzle the jewelry world this month. And before her book signing event at Stanley Korshak, jewelry writer and curator Melanie Grant is here to take us into the pages of the jewelry book. Good morning to you.
Good morning. It's lovely to be here.
All the way from London.
Yes, it's a lot warmer here than it is in London.
Very good. Well, I'm glad we could embrace you with some good weather. Now, tell us what inspired this sweeping look at literally 2 centuries worth of jewelry. I mean, that's a lot to take on. Why?
So my grandmother, bless her soul, when she was alive, we spent a lot of time together, and she had a lovely jewelry collection, and she let me wear it, and we kind of would hang out, and I'd be wearing all her jewelry. And I sort of became obsessed with jewellery. And so this book is a kind of, it's different to some of the other books I've done, and it's a kind of sweeping look at 200 years of jewellery history. And I think, you know, she would have loved that. And I think about her all the time. So I'm really pleased I could do something sort of that would remind me of her.
It's almost a tribute to her in a way.
I think it is, yes.
I like that. You said this is your most ambitious project to date. What makes the jewelry book stand out from even just previous works that you've dabbled in?
So it's eclectic. It goes across fine, high jewellery, artist jewellery and costume jewellery. So something for everyone. And we have queens, we have collectors, we have goldsmiths, we have all kinds of people. So it's kind of like an encyclopedia.
Yeah, and like you said, it's very diverse. It features over 300 contributors from famous houses to lesser known designers, but deeply influential makers, I think, all the way around. How did you choose who to include?
That was the hard part.
Yeah.
We started off with about 500 possible inclusions, and we had an advisory panel of 17 experts, and they helped me sort of nail it down, kind of bring it down to the 300 we have. But it was hard because there are some great people in history. So, you know, it was like a harmony. You had to kind of get everything to work together.
Exactly. I feel like jewelry is like art. It plays right into that. And so picking art can sometimes be difficult, right? Especially when you like everything. Now, you included brands that I think are very well known to us, Cartier, Tiffany, Chanel, but you also included pieces that were worn by Beyonce and Notorious B.I.G. So what does that say about the evolving narrative of jewelry?
I just think jewellery is becoming more democratic. I think if you look at history, in the past, say only queens could wear diamonds, and now everyone can wear diamonds, which is great. And I think everyone now can really truly be themselves and choose whatever jewellery they like. And I think that's a brilliant thing.
You know what? I want to expand upon that because there's a strong focus on innovation and rule breaking. So how do you see the concept of luxury changing over the, next 10 years even?
I think the true luxury now is time. The time that we have to spend with our loved ones, with our grandmothers, with our friends and family. So I think jewellery encapsulates that, because often the love you have for someone, you can give them a piece of jewellery and it stays with you. And for me, my grandmother really, you know, I have jewellery that reminds me of her. So it kind of comes together with the time aspect for me.
Wow. Any story in there that really sticks out to you, or is that your favorite?
Well, funnily you should say that, because we had a launch in New York last week, and we had a Maori delegation from New Zealand. Who, this is for them a treasure, and they came, 4 of them came, and they did a full hacker for us, and they explained how important this was to them. And we had people from New Zealand kind of like phoning up and saying how important it was. So I think we also have sort of jewelry which has a sort of spiritual significance for cultures, which I think is really important too.
I love the hand carving of it, though. I mean, the intricate detail of, and like you said, it really ties right back into their culture and who they are and how they were raised and grew up. It really is an insight into other people's lives. It's beautiful. Now, as a jewelry writer and curator, what does jewelry mean to you personally? Because I know you said your grandma is very connected to you, but has your perspective changed now that you've wrote this book and you've learned so much about other designers?
I've learned a lot more about history, because my specialism is more contemporary jewellery, and I've realised that we're in such a kind of cycle. You know, if Charles I wore a pearl earring, now we're seeing men wearing pearls on the red carpet, and it kind of goes around in a cycle. So I've really learned about more of the origins of some of the things I'm interested in now.
Well, Melanie, congratulations to you. Like you said, your most ambitious work yet. And you guys, I mean, it is thick. Look at the book. Show them. The book is thick, okay? You're going to have a time reading this, and it's a perfect coffee table book to decorate as well. Melanie, again, thank you so much. And you can actually meet Melanie during her book signing event at Stanley Korshak in Dallas. It's actually today from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So if you don't have plans, pop over there. And you can find out so much more at StanleyKorshak.com and Phaedon.com.